Hey guys, Haz here, and this is the first official day of the CWDF. That's the Canadian Working Dog Federation Championship. Now, I'm here with Gage. I've entered Gage. I have not entered Chico, and that's because I thought Gage was somewhat ready for this trial. This is an all-breed working dog trial for IGP, so we're gonna have Malinois and German Shepherd. I just completed my official practice. I did my obedience. I did my protection. At the end of the day, it was probably the worst practice I have had in a long time before a trial. To be honest, I don't know what's going on with him. The last couple days, I've noticed that he's been kind of at half power. He's definitely not firing on all cylinders. Like, he's willing to do everything, but he's not giving me everything that he has. And I don't think he actually has more right now to give me. Like, you can see even now, like we got off the field a while ago and he's acting like he just finished. And when I pulled him out for our round of protection, you know, which was approximately like 45 minutes after we did obedience, he was still dead. You know, he barely made it around the blinds. I can't say that I've seen him this flat before, and I've never really had a practice this bad. My last couple trials, especially the last one where he did really well, like, he came on the field all hot and bothered and ready to go. And this time, you know, he's there, but he's not 100% there. So I guess we're gonna kind of see how it goes. But anyways, official practice is done. You know, at the end of the day, I'd love to take a podium here. You know, it might not happen, and that's the reality of dog trialing. But the big goal, of course, is the Canadian Nationals in BC, the German Shepherd Nationals, and I'm gonna be rocking both him and my buddy Chico over here, and that'll be the big trial. But this trial is only an hour from my place. I said, man, I can't pass this trial up. We'll see what happens, and we'll take it as a learning experience one way or the other. They're finishing up practices, and then they're gonna do helper selection. That's where all the helpers go and try out, and the judge will decide which helpers are gonna do the trial. And then after that, we're gonna do handler draw, which is gonna be the order in which we end up actually trialing. So, you know, I might have tracking first, I might have obedience and protection first. To be honest, the way my dog is right now, I'd love for him to have another day to recover. So I'd rather do tracking tomorrow morning, and then he gets to recover over another 24-hour period. And then I think that will give me the best chance if my dog is like full of power. Hopefully he recovers from whatever it is that's kind of throwing him off. We're ready to rock and roll. So, all right, so they're gonna do helper selection now. What they're gonna do is we're gonna have 3 helpers try out. The judge is gonna watch their work, and he's gonna judge which helper gets the front half, which helper gets the back half. And we're gonna find out who our helpers are for this trial. So the first helper up is Guillaume Barrent. Guillaume did the back half of the Quebec Regionals. For helper tryouts, they tend to use older dogs or dogs that are retired. So you'll see that the dog's out of control and, you know, usually not super trial ready, but that's not the point. The point is to judge the quality of the helper, not the quality of the dog. What they're looking for too is the helper's ability to follow the judge's directions. The judge gave the helpers all directions on what he wants to see in the routine. Part of what's being judged is not just the skill of the helper, but his ability to follow the judge's instructions and give the picture the judge wants. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. I can't really tell what happened there. Some issues on the long attack, so I think probably he'll get the front half. This is the decoy from France, Christopher. And as you can see, he's a right arm helper. You don't see those so often. The funny thing here, the dog here is like a full brother to the last dog that you saw. So they're clearly both 10 years old. He's like, oh no. Ooh.
He's fast.
He's a fast one. It's a fast helper. I kind of hope he gets the back half now. You have an escape on the right arm with blistering speed. That'll screw a lot of dogs up. Ooh. Very nice. Yeah, he's back half. All right, this is Sebatine Sebo. Well, I wouldn't be upset if they picked him. Everything is good. It'll be interesting because technically Guillaume made a mistake and this gentleman did not make a mistake. But typically they make the best helper the back half.
The decision is that we go with Guillaume in the first part, and with Christopher in the second part, and with Sebo as a reserve.
All right guys, so the helpers have been selected. We got Guillaume in the front half. Gage has already worked on Guillaume, so it should be good for us. And then we have the new helper in the back half. So that should be exciting. We'll see what happens with that long attack. I'm almost tempted to go and practice that long attack now at home and just get my dog ready for that picture, because that's a different picture. So guys, this is my fellow competitor and a friend of mine, Jürgen Fischer, I should say, and he actually deals the Metbox trailers, of which I have one now, and I very much like it so far. So having had both trailers, WT Metal and Metbox, so far I like the Metbox a little bit more.
Thank you very much for the recommendation.
So hit him up.
Metbox.ca, yes.
Metbox.ca. He'll hook you up with a trailer if you're looking for one. Okay guys, I'm gonna try one of my secret formulas here. It's not my secret formula, but I did notice in Quebec, between phases, it helped to replenish my dog. Recovery now, between now and tomorrow, whatever it is we're doing tomorrow, is so important. I'm gonna try and give him some electrolytes. I'm gonna give him some fat, some carbs, get the energy back up, help him replenish himself, and hopefully we can come into the trial tomorrow at full power instead of the half power we've been at today. One thing I like to do here too, guys, is I'll throw a little handful of food in just to, you know, encourage the dog. Get that food all dusted with the powder. There she goes. It's an energy drink. Throw a little more food in there. Oh, good job, buddy. In the morning when I gave him some, he didn't drink it as readily as he's drinking it right now, so maybe it's a good sign. Maybe he's starting to feel better already. Man, dog sport, it's never without some adversity, you know? Like you go in there and you think, okay, I'm ready. And I really thought it, I'm ready. And in terms of tracking, we've got hot, dry conditions. We haven't had any rain in a while, especially down here. Now it says there might be thunderstorms tonight, which would be great for me because I haven't practiced hot, dry conditions as much as I really should have. And that's on me, you know, I should have practiced that a little more. Aging your track for an hour in hot, dry conditions is very different than aging your track for an hour in wet conditions. You might as well not even do it in wet conditions. It's pretty much the same thing. But in hot, dry conditions, it does make a difference. It makes a very big difference in terms of the odor and how much odor is still on the track. And I could see over the last couple of days on the hot, dry tracks, my dog was struggling a little bit. So that's on me, didn't practice that enough. But then just overall, the energy and the obedience today and the protection, man, it's got me worried. I gotta say that. It's got me worried, but we'll see how she goes. And what I like doing with a dog like Chico, I know I'm gonna be competing him in 2 months in British Columbia. So I'm gonna still get him out to these trials that I attend, whether to watch or to compete with my other dog. I'm gonna give him the experience of that trial environment, just get him real comfortable in these types of environments. That way when I get to British Columbia in a couple months, you know, the dog won't be so maybe out of sorts. He'll be more like, yep, just another day at the office. Oh, I like this little HST ball that I got, and I really like them because they're so low profile and it's super soft, so they can really put their teeth into them. Oh, super amped up, super excited. That's how I want my dogs to come out of the trailer now. You can tell he's not really having any energy problems. I'll tell you what though, this is the dog that I would want to compete with at Worlds, because this is the dog that has the horsepower to compete at Worlds. Ah, yes. All right, guys, this is obedience and protection day 1. We just finished tracking. Tracking went well, 94. I'm here with my buddy Ian, who doesn't have a chair. So naturally, he's sitting on the floor. So we're gonna get after it, though. Nice. Second line. Oh, she did it. Oh, wow. Holland? I don't know. It was good. He's actually way more now than he was yesterday. So I'm real happy. Like, by tomorrow, he should be back to full. All right, guys, so I had my track this morning. Went quite well. 94, pretty happy. I think I did leave a couple of points on the field. There's definitely some work to be done to tighten things up a little bit, but overall very happy with Gage's performance and his energy. What we're doing is we're just doing a little bit of training off to the side between phases. Tomorrow I'm gonna do obedience and protection, and there's some things that I still wanna work on. And then we're also gonna do a little bit of tracking. Yes, there, good job. See, when I pull him off, he looks up. This is why he needs a little more time here. Yeah, boy. Yes. Yes, good boy. Come on, yes. Yes. Whoa. Oh. See how he skips over? He really needs more time on the scent pad. I just delayed it so you can kind of see how I do the footsteps. I'm already kind of having to work hard. When I pull him away, he shouldn't look. He should be like, no, I want in.
Like a ball on the ground.
Yeah, bro, like in. Oops. Oops. All right, guys, we're doing some protection now, so we're watching everybody bring their dogs out and run protection. Again, it's good for me to be able to see what the judge is looking for. It gives me an idea of what I need to do tomorrow to enhance my dog's performance. But at the end of the day, for protection, it's all about the horsepower that you're bringing to the table. And some of the dogs that were shown today, well, especially one of them, the one you guys just saw, that one had a lot of horsepower. So we'll see if we can get the most out of Gage tomorrow. Oof. That was good.